Then next, Eddie Guerrero defeated Essa Rios in a good match to retain the European Championship. Eddie Guerrero, of course, is my absolute hero. He comes to the ring in his 57 Sherry, and he's got his prom night stuff. It had been Eddie's prom night. He'd been doing a night school or something like that. I can't remember. And yeah, he came out wearing his tuxedo. But while they did the background to this match, yeah, he took off his shirt and his jacket, but he wrestled with his bow tie on and his fucking trousers and his shoes, and you're like, oh, this guy's awesome. It makes me smile. Some people, they watch an Eddie Guerrero match and they get upset about it or something like that. My girlfriend, for example, it was a massive Man United. No, she hates Man United. She's a Leeds fan. My girlfriend was a massive Michael Jackson fan. And if she even hears a Michael Jackson tune now, she goes really west. She goes like, she has this misty eye look on her face. I don't feel like that. Eddie Guerrero was my favourite ever wrestler, but if I see him like this, I just put a big smile on my face. I love this match. It's brilliant. Just for Eddie being brilliant. Anyway, JR disses King at the start because the way he keeps saying Latino Heat, which something I really can't stand. JR rips the shit out of King for it. It's fantastic. It really makes me smile. Really, really makes me smile. Lisa almost looks like a normal woman here. She accompanied Essa Rios to the ring. It's weird seeing her with someone other than the Hardy Boys, but remember that she started off with Essa Rios briefly. Anyway. Nice back suplex by Eddie, who then works the arm. Rios botches as he tries to do a top rope spot. He basically jumps to the top and then falls off. And you're like, ooh, that was nasty. Rios, he steps back inside and damn, the crowd are just dead. Essa escapes to the outside and gets beat from China. Missile dropkick by Rios looks absolutely fucking awful. Rios is botching everything he does at this point. Powerbomb by Eddie is countered into a nice arm drag. Monkey flip by Rios almost puts Eddie on the top of his head. Another botch. You're like, oh, I think the rating for this one's going to be rather low, unfortunately. On the outside, China beats Rios again, but a plancha by Eddie followed by him setting up a plancha by Eddie, real nice. He goes to set up a powerbomb, but it takes ages because it looks like Lisa's out of position. So anyway, she goes up top. China pushes her off, and she basically face plants the table. That looks pretty nasty. Rios hits a springboard Essa moonsault, which is just gorgeous. He lands on top of the announce table, and you're like, wow, that was nice. So yeah, Rios gets some props back in that one. He follows this up though by a fucking corner tope, and you're like, what? Where the hell did that just go? You've been botching everything so far. Where the hell have you just learned to do that? Rios goes up top, but China crotches him. A one-handed superplex by Eddie. Ooh, very nice. Then he does a brainbuster. He goes for the frog splash, but Rios arm drags him off the top. He goes for a moonsault, but he eats a knees. So then Eddie hits a spinning gory bomb for the 3. Essa was sloppy at the start, but I'm certain he made up for it with those high risk stuff. It was like, god damn. He really made up for it, like I say. Then at the end of the match, Lisa takes China's gown off, which is academic, really. 3.5 stars I gave that one. Very, very good. Considering, it could have been a lot better, I think, if it hadn't been so sloppy at the start. Next, we'll move on to our 2 main events, both of which are amazing, to be honest. Chris Jericho defeated Chris Benoit by disqualification in an absolutely stellar match. So, Benoit retains the Intercontinental Championship. Excuse me. JR says that this should be a classic, so no pressure on lads, none at all. After a bit of a slap fest, they go through a pinroll reversing sequence, and then they both do some truly evil chops on each other. You're like, even King goes, that's enough, because you're like, whoa, God, damn it. Benoit hits a triple German suplex before suplexing Jericho to the outside. Suplexing Jericho to the outside. Benoit goes for a tope, but Jericho moves out of the way, so Benoit lands head first. And you're like, ugh! It's a sickening. He lands on the very top of his head, and the way that his neck goes, and you're like, ooh! I think he might have just died! Sort of deal. Gutbuster by Benoit. Benoit drop kicks the ring steps into Jericho's abdomen. Gutbuster by Benoit while on the inside. King. Basically, I need to point out, this is Backlash, on the Sunday. The following Saturday, they're doing Insurrection in England, JR is going on to super hyper mode, really just plugging the show. JR is doing that, yeah? The King is ripping the shit out of England. No need, that makes me decked. Don't like King at the best time, but come on, England, awesome, don't be ripping on England. Snap suplex gets 2 for Benoit. He follows up with an abdominal stretch. Jericho frees himself and connects with the Lion Salt. That gets 2 leg lariat by Jericho, followed by Bulldog gets 2, as does a nice inside cradle. Jericho goes for a springboard dropkick. It misses, enables Benoit to go up top. Jericho crotches him though and hits a super back suplex, but Jericho, it looks like Benoit reverses it in midair, so Jericho takes the worst of that for definite. Double bomb by Jericho, that gets 2. Crossface in the very middle of the ring. Benoit looks like he's actually trying to pull Jericho's head off, and it's nice. Jericho finally counters it though, but Chris Benoit cuts on the crossface straight away. Jericho somehow reverses it into a Lion Tamer. Lion Tamer, you know, proper walls of Jericho. You're like, oh, that is beautiful. Such a nice move. Benoit goes to the top, but ref gets bumped off a flying forearm. Benoit uses Benoit to the top, that's not what it says at all. It says Benoit to the ropes off the Lion Tamer. Duh. Ref gets bumped off a flying forearm. Benoit uses the Intercontinental title belt. He revives the referee but only gets 2. Snap suplex on the what? Oh, snap suplex on the belt. I thought it says on the bot. Snap suplex on the bot, I thought it says. That's why I had to read it back. Benoit goes up top, he hits the headbutt, but Y2J uses the belt. As he comes down, Y2J basically does that, so that Benoit eats the belt. And that is what causes the disqualification. Even Jim Ross says the decision sucked. You watch it back on the replay though, of course, well, yeah, he did the right thing. Benoit might have a broken nose, he's got blood pissing out of his fucking nose. And Jericho snaps and puts the Lion Tamer on referee Tim White. They're not the walls of Jericho, which hurts a little bit. He puts the full-on Lion Tamer on Tim White. And you fucking love it. That match was awesome. It was just so good. And the thing is, you're watching it, you're going, God damn, this main event's going to have to be something pretty special, isn't it? Because you're like, oh, a 4-star match in the semi-main. In the semi-main, you've got this 4-star match. And yeah, so you're like, shit. Rock versus Triple H. I know like Austin's going to be in it. I know they've got, you know, Shane McMahon's the guest referee. Vince is in the corner. Steph's in the corner. They've got the Stooges with them. But, you know, it's going to have to be something pretty damn nice, isn't it? But fortunately, for yours truly and for you, it was. Rock defeating Triple H in a truly awesome main event to win the WWF Championship. That opens that.